What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another video. This time we're going to be following on from one of my more successful videos and covering new stadiums coming to England part 2. So we're going to be covering some new grounds and some more details on some other grounds that we've covered before. So we're going to crack on with this video, and we're first up going to be talking about Luton Town's new ground, which is called Power Court. Now, planning to build a whole new area is what they're planning to do. It's not just going to be a stadium for Luton Town, they're wanting to also build a small cinema there. They're also looking to build 500 residential apartments, 50,000 square feet of bars, restaurants and also retail units, so shops, and you're also looking at a small 1800 capacity venue for live events, for events such as concerts. There's also going to be a supermarket and car park, obviously, and they're also looking at building a small play area, creche or nursery, and of course also Luton Town's new stadium, which is going to be called, at this moment in time, Power Court Stadium. Now the stadium, to me, looks a little bit like Monaco's current ground. It's a smart looking, modern, unusual and field cleaned stadium. It seems to me, from the whole area and the indication I was getting from reading about the whole project, that Luton's trying to improve its reputation. Now the stadium and area's got planning permission, it's already been granted. These plans have been in place since 2015. They're looking at 2020 for the opening of this stadium. It's being produced by 2020 developments who are covering the project, and it's also projected to have a 17,500 capacity. But the plans, they frequently change, so look at Brentford's new ground where the capacity's been up and down, so that is scheduled to change, and also the name. But a smart looking stadium for Luton Town's new home. Always an upgrade on their current stadium for anyone that has been to Luton. Now next up we're going to be moving on to Boston United. So Boston United's new ground, it's going to be called the Quadrant Stadium at this moment in time. It's got a capacity of 5,000. It's going to include conference rooms and also educational facilities that's going to be included inside of the stadium. A lot of modern stadiums do this, and it's also going to feature a sports hall and 3G pitches too, for the public, I presume, to use. It's a modern, it's meant to be for the community. I've seen some sources online referring to it as the community stadium. However, when I've been on Boston United's actual website, it gets referred to as the Quadrant Stadium, so I'm not too sure what it's called. I'm going to call it the Quadrant Stadium though. But it's going to have a play area and climbing wall, so just like Luton Town's ground 2. And it's also going to be a Football League standard, so they're looking to try and get into the Football League. They're going to have a ground that's already ready for the Football League. And quite interestingly, I absolutely love the floodlights. We're also going to see some 500 residential homes being built. You're also going to see retail outlets built. And you're also going to see some like hanging out areas, they referred to it as, and parks around the stadium. So trying to give it a nice community feel. There's no construction time date or completion. Possibly on the next video I might have more details, but planning permission has been granted. So we're looking at a completion date, and we're also looking at how long construction is going to take for this new stadium and facilities around for Boston United. Houses do take time to build too. I don't know whether they're going to open up the stadium beforehand, but we'll wait and see. Now next up we're going to be moving to Cumbria, and we're going to be talking about Workington Rugby and Football Club. They're planning for a new stadium, 8,000 capacity. It's going to be shared for the Rugby League and football. It's going to be a mix of terracing and also seats, and they want the ground completed by 2021 because they've got the Rugby League World Cup in 2021. They want to include a community pitch that's going to be used for everyone. That's been confirmed, and they've submitted plans for approval, but they've not been given the green light just yet, but they need it soon if they're wanting it to be done in time for the 2021 Rugby League World Cup. This ground's going to be based for Workington Town Rugby League Football Club and also the Workington Reds Football Club for football. It's going to be a ground share. It's smart. It's got a mixture of seating and terracing, so it gives it that nice feel. I always like grounds that's got a bit of seating in there and a bit of terracing for people to stand up, so it gives you an option there if you want to sit or stand. And I think it's a regular feature in the lower leagues, and I'd love for more clubs to be able to do that. I mean, I'm talking clubs that are always getting all-seaters. I feel like standing adds a little bit of character, but that is just my opinion. Now, they have been granted the 2021 World Cup ground, so they're going to have a World Cup for the Rugby League held at Workington, so it does need to push on and push on very quickly. But they're looking to go in the right direction, and it's also going to put Workington on the map. So exciting times for the rugby club and also the football club, and for the whole town in Cumbria too. Now next up we're going to move on to our last club, and we're going to be talking, like we spoke in the last video, about Brentford. Now, new images have been made available. This has been requested to me and brought up in the last video. It was brought to my attention by Brentford Drones. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description below, because he does some wonderful videos giving a great insight into the whole construction of the ground and does some great visuals. So link to his channel in description below if you want to go and check him out. But 17,250 capacity as confirmed on the Brentford's new stadium website. Looking to build new apartments. They're also going to build it next to Kew Bridge in West London. And I'm also been informed by fans of Brentford that they may well keep the pubs open at Griffin Park. Obviously, it's famous for the 4 pubs on each corner of the stadium. They're still going to be open, but you're going to have to walk. I think it's around half a mile to their new ground, might be a little bit less. I'm no expert on London, but I think that's the case. You have to walk a little bit extra to get there, but apparently it's next to Kew Bridge railway station, so it should be quite accessible on the train. Construction, it's well underway. We already know this. We've still not got a set in stone for completion. We'll get to that in a moment, but they're also planning on building some environmental friendly solar panels on the stadium too. And the stadium itself, genuinely, it looks smart, it looks unusual, it looks like a modern London stadium. It's not compact inside of houses, if you get where I'm coming from. So Luton's ground, Griffin Park does that too, where it's and QPR too, the grounds. You wouldn't know that there's a football stadium there. It looks unusual. If there weren't floodlights there, you wouldn't know there was a football stadium there. But this new ground, you will know that there's a football stadium there. It's got its own little area for them to use, and they've also got a new bridge there for you to be able to cross over. I was watching that get put in place. Fascinating stuff. But like I said, no opening date just yet. I've seen rumours, summer 2020, so next season could well be the last season at Griffin Park. However, things are always scheduled with delays. Look at Tottenham Stadium, that was meant to be opened last year, yet we're still here. We're in March 2019 and the stadium's still not even been given a date of when it's going to be completed by and ready to use. But if any of the information I've provided here is false or wrong, or it's out of date, just let me know in the comments below, and if there's enough details that's wrong, I'll end up putting it in another video like I have with this Brentford video. So there we go, that has been the video. I may well have another video coming out quite soon of some general updates with terms of expansions of grounds. I know that Nottingham Forest City Ground has just announced plans to expand their stadium to 38,000, so if I can find some more grounds that are planning some expansions that I've not already covered, then I'll obviously have a video out for that. So if you're enjoying these construction and football stadium updates and more general football stadium videos that we'll have going out, so some big stadiums, record stadiums, things like that, I'll be looking to put them out more on my channel. So if you are interested, make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You can go and follow me on social media. The links to them are in the description below for my Twitter and Instagram. If you want to sponsor any of my videos or hit me up with any business enquiries, then you can do so. Links to that in the description below too, with my email, which is jsgc171@gmail.com. and also if you want to go and check out my second channel, JSGC Vlogs, or my brother's partner channel, Mixed, doing mixology drinks, you can go and check them links out at the end of this video if you want to go and check them out. So I'll see you all again for the next video. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.